Bitcoin has seen a massive crash on the market, and I will be discussing exactly the 3 reasons why this has happened right now in today's update video. I'm gonna be discussing the most important charts and patterns to talk about what we're expecting next year. I'm gonna be talking about Ethereum, about my trades, and much more important stuff here. So without any further ado, don't forget to once again slap on that like button on today's update video that we highly appreciate. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So why have we seen this major crash on the market? And let me break it down straight away. Of course, the most obvious reason is because we saw a major hack from the cold wallet of Bybit, which was hacked through a spoofing UI attack, and they lost over $1.4 billion worth of Ethereum. And that is, of course, something extremely bad for Bybit, but also for the entire market. However, the CEO has stated that they have already covered over 80% of the losses. That was just moments after the hack was occurred. Probably it's right now 100%. But using bridge loans from partners and a bank run is not an issue, says the CEO. So yeah, probably everything is quite okay right now here. But for instance, let me give you a perspective of this. This was the biggest hack we've ever seen in history before. And the hackers, basically North Korea, because that is what already is found out here, has moved over 400,000 Ethereum to new wallets from the original hack wallet. So yeah, they're making some very interesting moves. And of course, most likely they're not going to be able to cash this out here. But yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out here. But what is important to understand is that the Bybit hacker won't be easily able to dump their Ethereum for stablecoins, because of course those stablecoins will just get frozen, because Tether or Circle sees this wallet or this massive amount of money getting sent. They're obviously going to be freezing the wallet because it is of course stolen money. So honestly, the chances of Ethereum really getting dumped is quite low here. And one thing for certain is that right now Bybit is about $1.4 billion worth of Ethereum short. So they have to be buying back a lot of Ethereum. So what is that going to be doing with the price? It is of course going to be inflating the price here. So this was one of the reasons why Bitcoin dumped. Then also, we saw that, of course, the stock market, the US stock market, had a major crash towards the downside. It dumped from the high to low about 2.5% in a very short period of time. And over $927 billion was wiped out of the US stock market yesterday, recording its worst day so far of 2025 here. So once again, that was also one of the reasons contributing to this major crash on Bitcoin. And I'm saying major, but all in all, it isn't all too big here. It was about a 4.5% correction, which is of course quite sad because we finally recovered and then we got this bad news here. And also, we exactly grabbed the liquidity and moved down here. So those are the 3 reasons why Bitcoin most likely came down here. It is starting to creep back up again here, but do know that we're currently creating a new CME gap sitting around 171,000 US dollars. So yeah, Bitcoin is creating a new CME gap. And of course, you do know how I think about CME gaps. Yeah, most likely Bitcoin is going to be hovering around this price. And of course, if we don't, we're most likely going to fill up the gap later on Monday or potentially later that week here. So currently, Bitcoin, if we're just looking at the consolidation phase, we undone all our hard work and we're right now still in the midst of this major consolidation phase. So has anything changed compared to 2 weeks ago? No, not really. We're just still in this consolidation phase. Well, we did saw a major hack, which was about $1.4 billion worth of Ethereum, which is of course ultimately quite bad for the industry. So on this chart, we can see we broke the downward sloping trend line, but we moved back in towards it. But yeah, that is of course due to the fact of this unexpected news here, which is not really priced in so far, which of course never can be priced in here. But basically still, we're seeing Bitcoin creating somewhat of a symmetrical triangle right here. We're consolidating, we're squeezing in on the prices. And whenever we do see a clear breakout outside of this pattern right here is whenever we're going to be seeing that next major move for Bitcoin towards either the upside or the downside. So looking forward towards that. Also, if I'm going to be looking at Bitcoin, we can see Bitcoin, its performance after the halving has so far been the worst compared to all these previous cycles. And if I'm going to be looking about where Bitcoin is likely going to be topping out here, there is a chance in worst case scenario we're going to be topping out around this period right here. But if we're just comparing the previous cycles towards each other, it doesn't really make a lot of sense here. And really, the post-halving rally is usually the strongest one here. And so far, we have not really seen so much strength yet so far here. So yeah, interesting to see how it's going to be playing out here. But like you can see on all these these previous charts, we've not really seen that major pump higher. And really, I only think that major pump higher will occur whenever Bitcoin does see a new catalyst. So like maybe a strategic Bitcoin reserve or something else like that here in that region. That is probably going to be pushing the price action of Bitcoin much higher this cycle. But unless that is not going to be happening, we're not going to be seeing much happening for Bitcoin. Then also yesterday we saw both the Ethereum and Bitcoin spot ETF seeing minor outflows here. Bitcoin about 62 million, the fourth consecutive day of outflows, and Ethereum about $8.9 million worth of outflows. So interesting to be seeing that here, but not all too much happening right now. Then of course, guys, if you want to be trading, make sure to always use different exchanges. I mean, I am using Bybit myself as well, but yeah, like you can see, there can something in terms of security can always happen to an exchange here. So that is why I use multiple exchanges, and that is why I also have Bybit and Blofin in the link description of today's video. What I do want to be clarifying is that user funds on Bybit are all clear, because that is what the CEO is currently stating, and of course that is what Safe is also, their partner for basically their user funds, is also stating that their user funds are all secured. And of course, if you want to be withdrawing your money, you can still do so. They proceeded over 40,000 transactions already. And yeah, that is why I want to be saying, guys, if you want to be trading, make sure to use multiple exchanges to, of course, give you security and heads up here. So if you want to be starting to trade Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrencies, guys, make sure to check out Blofin in the link description of today's video, because they are currently offering you an insane $100,000 deposit bonus. And yeah, you can currently claim that in the link description of today's video if you press on that link here. Blofin is a very great exchange where you can trade Bitcoin and a lot of other altcoins. So yeah, if you're interested in that, don't forget to check it out in the link description of today's video. Further on, I'm going to be discussing Ethereum, and just like I stated earlier in the video, guys, shorting Ethereum makes no sense at this moment of time here, because Bybit probably needs to buy back $1.4 billion of Ethereum, and ultimately that will really push the prices back higher for Ethereum. So honestly, I'm very much looking forward towards that here. I'm still in my long position on Ethereum. I opened on this crash over here, and yeah, currently we're still holding the upward sloping support line, and yeah, I'm honestly expecting that we're still going to be bouncing from it. We're currently getting suppressed. The 2-month time frame is consolidating, squeezing in here. Ethereum also, if you're going to compare it towards Bitcoin back in 2020, is creating a very similar pattern. It is consolidating for multiple months right now here, and whenever this breaks out, we're just going to be seeing a major continuation higher. And of course, the Bitcoin dominance is right now on the edge of having another amazing breakout. So yeah, you can see it also over here. If you're going to compare all the previous altcoin seasons towards each other, first they really look like there's not going to be any altcoin season whatsoever, and then at a certain point we reverse, and that is also the point where we're potentially currently sitting at. And yeah, that is why I'm always having a diverse portfolio. I am still exposed to altcoins. If we do look back at all the previous cycles, altcoins, they do the best at the end of the Bitcoin cycle, at the end of the peak of Bitcoin. And of course, so far, altcoins have not really done so well here, but whenever they are going to start doing very well here, most likely this is going to be also meaning the Bitcoin top is going to be closely in here. But so far, they've not really performed so strongly here. So I'm honestly still waiting to of course, close my major positions on Bitcoin. So yeah, looking forward towards that here. But anyways, I'm exactly prepared. I'm looking forward towards what is about to be happening next year. Bitcoin is still consolidating. Nothing is happening. Nothing special. This is the right time to be preparing yourself here. Prepare yourself for the next breakout. And whenever we do see a confirmed break above the previous high, the previous low, that is, of course, where we want to be opening up that next major trade on Bitcoin. So I'm going to keep you guys up to date here. But anyways, this is it for me in today's update video. If you did enjoy it, learn something from it, don't forget to slap on the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys back again tomorrow on another update video. Peace out. Goodbye.